This is somewhat of a part two to the video I just previously posted about whose understanding are you leaning towards. Buki Buki says that if you no longer believe in the Creator, then that's fine. But why do you seek to poison the mind of others against God? Only a fool picks a fight he can't win. It's a very winnable fight, first of all. But this comment, I didn't notice it 24 weeks ago, but it's had over 111 replies to it. So let's talk about it for a second. First of all, you make the statement that you say that I no longer believe in the Creator. I do believe that the universe, that everything in our existence there's a creative mind at work. Do I believe that creative mind is Geppettoing everybody and deciding what is and what isn't, how you should live your daily cycles? No, I don't believe that. Do I believe that this Creator can be condensed into this small little book that you call a Bible? No, I do not. I don't believe it can be condensed into any small book. I believe that it is larger than anything that we can ever conceive. That there are certain things that in our finite minds, as we exist on this matter plane of existence, we cannot fully conceptualize the Creator or a Creator. So we humanize the Creator. We make the Creator fit us. We make the Creator in our image, not the opposite. We are not made in the image of the Creator, but the Creator is made in our image. Man created God to suit his own purposes, not the other way around. And we can't even fathom what the true purpose of our creation is. It's a question that we ask ourselves constantly, but it's not something that we can actually factualize. We can't. Now, you say that I am seeking to poison the minds of others against God. No, I am seeking to free minds from the captivity of these different religions and these different books. You see, if a mind was truly free, if a person was truly free, then they would not be indoctrinated into a religion that they never chose for themselves. You may say that you chose your religion because you experienced something, a miracle, a freedom. You was going through something and you chose that religion because God intervened in your life, and you gave that credit to whatever the deity is that you most believe in, or that you were surrounded by the most. You see, if you were born in America when I was born in America, in the South, then what you were surrounded by was Christianity everywhere. Whether your family taught you or not, it was in your schools, it was in your daily life, it was on the news, it was in your government. It was all around you. People talked about it. You saw a church on every corner. You saw people say, let's pray, let's pray, let's pray. Pray for America. Different politicians telling you to pray, coming to visit churches, things of that nature. Even in the commercials of the politician from the last election, down here in Georgia, there was one politician who is a pastor, and he was saying that I'm a praying man. I sat in hospitals with people and prayed with them. Well, if you have this power from your God, why sit in a hospital and pray with them? Instead, use your God's powerful hand to heal whatever the situation is in the hospitals. But those little notes, those little things are placed into the mind of people from the time that they are born. So when did they actually choose? When did they actually choose? They didn't. You most likely never chose. If you were raised by parents who maybe they weren't Bible thumpers, but they still taught you about a God. They made statements. Oh, God bless you. Even when you sneeze, God bless you. They said things like, oh, Jesus help me. Or just pray for them. They said little things, even if they weren't going to church. Those little things stick into your mind. You learn everything you see, everything you smell, everything you taste, touch, everything you hear comes to you. Everything you experience comes to you. But then you start acclimating your life experiences to that one thing. So who's doing the poisoning? I'm looking to free you from the poison of religion. You may ask, well, religion doesn't poison. Religion has created more wars. Religion says that if someone rapes another person, if they pay the father 50 pieces of silver, that person has to marry their rapist. Religion teaches you, Christian religion teaches you, that it is okay for you to create chattel slavery. It is okay for you to create indentured slavery. It is okay for you to create bridal sex slavery. That all of those types of slaveries are okay, according to your book. Your book teaches you that it is okay that if you are God's chosen people, that if you go and decimate and genocide another group, it is okay. This is where manifest destiny comes into place. This is where European colonialism comes into place. But it's not just European colonialism. No. Even the religions of indigenous people allows for you to fight wars and conquer other people. The natives in America did it. The natives in Africa did it. The natives in China did it. The natives in India did it. The natives all over the world did it. Europeans did it to themselves prior to the age of discovery. They all did this thing. It has been a long, long time since people actually respected other people's religion. But even in that, if a victory, wartime victory was accomplished, if a colonization by Rome or by Kemet or by any other group, the Babylonians, the Sumerians, the Akkadians, the Phoenicians, was accomplished, they just thought that their deity was stronger than the other person's deity. They believed the other person's deity existed, but theirs was stronger because that's why they had their victory. Not that they had a great war engineer or they had greater technology or they had better spies or better tactics or whatever the case may be. No, it was their deity. And anytime a person was punished, they were being punished because their deity was allowing the other people's deities to subjugate them because they weren't true to their deity. Oh, we're suffering in Egypt as bondmen and bondwomen because we have been disobedient to God. We have to experience 400 years of slavery because our forefathers were disobedient to God. We're suffering through pandemics and volcanic explosions and tidal waves and famine and drought because we're not being obedient to our God. It is a story that has been told over and over again, from culture to culture, from history to history, from centuries, and will still be told. Where's the true poison? Who's truly poisoning someone? When you can convince a people that an outside force is determining who the victors are, who's wealthy, who's poor, who has diseases, who does not, who is born with iniquities and who is not. When all of that is given to an outside deity who's Geppettoing your lives, Geppettoing the world, you are truly poisoning a person, that poisons a family, that poisons a community, that poisons a culture, and poisons a nation, and then poisons the world. The true poison is taking away the responsibility of each individual person and placing it on the head of the deity. The true poison is justifying your wrong through your deity. Also justifying the wrongs of others through your deity. Justifying different cultural norms through your deity. Instead of you taking personal responsibility, instead of you taking family responsibility, instead of you taking cultural responsibility, national responsibility, and world responsibility. As these things continue to happen in our societies, in our world, from century to century, the true poison is this belief that this outside deity is doing all these things instead of you taking responsibilities for your actions or inactions. Because when you stand by and you allow for heinous things to happen, you allow for those in power to commit genocides, to commit impoverishment of people, separation of families, you are allowing the poison. So maybe you should go back and think about this a little deeper as far as where the true poison is coming from. I'm offering you freedom. It is up to you to take it, But I don't care which one you do, because I'm taking care of mine and those around me.